She won't tell you outright. She won't say, "Hey, I don't like you that way." No, that would be too easy. Instead, she'll make you feel it through her silence, her indifference, and the way she always seems to have time for everyone except you. Most men miss these signs. They waste months, sometimes years, chasing a woman who already made up her mind. They rationalize, overanalyze, and convince themselves that if they just try harder, if they just wait a little longer, she'll finally see their worth. But here's the hard truth. When a woman truly wants you, she makes it obvious. And when she doesn't, she does the exact same thing. Today, we're cutting through the confusion. I'm breaking down 7 undeniable signs that a woman is not interested in you. But more importantly, I'll show you how to respond like a Stoic, with strength, self-respect, and a mindset that refuses to tolerate anything less than what you deserve. Because a weak man begs for attention, a strong man walks away with his dignity intact. And a Stoic man, he doesn't just walk away, he thrives in the face of rejection, turning every setback into fuel for his own evolution. By the end of this video, you won't just know the signs, you'll know exactly how to handle them without stress, without frustration, and without ever letting a woman's indifference shake your sense of worth. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give a quick like if you're ready to level up your game in relationships using Stoicism. Every video is a step closer to mastering your mindset and creating deeper, more powerful connections with the women you meet. Let's get into it. Sign 1. She gives short or delayed responses. Picture this. You send her a well-thought-out message, maybe asking how her day was, sharing something interesting, or just trying to keep the conversation flowing. Hours pass. No response. Then finally, she replies with a dry lol or a half-hearted yeah. Reality check. A woman who genuinely likes you doesn't respond like she's doing you a favor. She engages. She asks questions. She actually seems interested. If she's always giving you short, one-word answers, responding after hours, or even days, or making you feel like you're pulling teeth just to get a conversation going, she's not into you. But here's where most men mess up. They rationalize. They tell themselves, she's just busy, or maybe she's bad at texting. But guess what? When she's texting the guy she actually wants, suddenly, she's not that busy. This is where Stoicism separates weak men from strong men. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Translation: stop obsessing over her lack of effort. Stop waiting around for scraps of attention. A strong man doesn't waste time chasing someone who can't even be bothered to type a full sentence. Instead, redirect your energy. Build yourself. Focus on your purpose. And most importantly, develop the self-respect to walk away from a woman who treats you like an option. Because if you don't, you'll spend your life begging for validation from someone who never even saw your value in the first place. And that's the opposite of being a man of value. Ever wondered how a simple text could make a woman obsess over you? It sounds crazy, but there are messages that can make her crave your attention, even if she's taken. Want to learn the secret? I've put together 12 powerful messages that'll make her chase you. Ready to take control? Click the link in the first pinned comment and grab your magnetic messages now. Don't miss out. Your chance to never be ignored again is one click away. Sign 2. She doesn't make an effort to see you. Let's cut through the excuses and get straight to the point. When someone values you, they make time for you. It doesn't matter how busy she is, how packed her schedule looks, or what's going on in her life. If she genuinely wants to see you, she will find a way. But here's the harsh reality. If she's constantly dodging plans, canceling last minute, or leaving all the effort on you to set up a date, she's not prioritizing you. Think about it. If she's always too busy for you, but magically has time for brunch with her friends, late night calls with another guy, or scrolling through social media for hours, her schedule isn't the problem. Her level of interest is. And yet, most men refuse to accept this truth. They keep making excuses for her lack of effort, telling themselves, maybe she's just overwhelmed right now, or she'll come around once she realizes how much I care. No, she won't. Because the truth is, when a woman truly wants a man, she moves mountains to be around him. This is where Stoicism separates men who lead from men who beg. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, taught that most suffering comes from trying to control things we simply can't. You can't force a woman to care. You can't beg her to show up. You can either waste your time chasing someone who clearly doesn't value you, or you can do what a true Stoic would do. Accept reality, walk away, and redirect your energy toward people who actually want to be in your life. The choice is yours. But remember this, a high-value man never fights for someone's attention. He attracts it by being someone worth pursuing. So stop wasting your time on a woman who treats you like an afterthought, because the more time you spend chasing the wrong one, the more you delay finding the one who actually sees your worth. Sign 3. She avoids physical or emotional closeness. Let's be real. When a woman is truly into you, you won't have to guess. Attraction isn't subtle. It's not something you need to decode like a secret message. She'll naturally want to be close to you. She'll find reasons to touch you, maybe a playful push on the shoulder, a lingering hand on your arm, or a simple adjustment of your collar. She'll look into your eyes like she actually enjoys your presence. She'll lean in when you speak, laugh at your jokes, even the bad ones, and engage with you on a deeper level. Now, compare that to a woman who keeps her distance. She avoids eye contact, rarely touches you, and never lets conversations go beyond surface-level small talk. Her body language is stiff, her tone is indifferent, and she treats you like just another random guy in her orbit. Here's the truth most men refuse to accept. If she doesn't initiate physical or emotional closeness, she's not interested. Period. But what do most guys do? They ignore the signs. They convince themselves, maybe she's just shy, or she's playing hard to get. They keep pushing, keep trying to break through her walls, wasting time, energy, and self-respect on someone who already made up her mind. This is where Stoicism changes everything. The Stoics taught that external events are neutral. It's our perception that gives them meaning. Rejection, it's not an insult, it's information. Instead of taking her lack of interest as a personal attack, see it as a gift. She just saved you from wasting weeks or even months on a dead-end situation. Now you know where she stands, which means you can move forward without hesitation. A strong man doesn't beg for attention. He recognizes when it's not being given freely, and he walks away without a second thought. Because at the end of the day, a woman's indifference is more powerful than her words. And if you're too blind to see that, you're only hurting yourself. Sign 4. She doesn't engage in meaningful conversations. Let's make something clear. When a woman is genuinely interested in you, she's curious about you. She wants to know your thoughts, your past experiences, your ambitions, because she actually cares. She'll ask about your day, remember small details you've mentioned, and show interest in your opinions. She'll dive into deep topics with you, not just skim the surface. Now, let's flip that. Imagine you're talking to a woman and she never asks about your life, gives short, lifeless responses, only talks about herself, seems distracted, like she'd rather be somewhere else. At this point, the reality is staring you in the face. She's not emotionally invested. Yet most guys make the same mistake. They keep trying. They overcompensate by asking even more questions, trying to impress her, or forcing conversations that just aren't meant to happen. They think if they just say the right thing, she'll suddenly become interested. That's not how attraction works. A woman who's into you won't need to be convinced to talk to you. Conversation will flow naturally because she actually enjoys your presence. And this is where Stoicism gives you the ultimate mindset shift. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "If a man does not know to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." In other words, stop chasing someone who isn't on the same journey as you. A high-value man doesn't beg for attention. He recognizes disinterest and walks away without hesitation. He doesn't waste energy on one woman who doesn't care, because he understands that abundance is real. So next time you find yourself trying to force a connection, ask yourself, am I choosing a woman who actually wants to be here? Or am I just fighting against the wind, hoping it will change direction? Real men move with the current of life, not against it. Sign 5. She puts others before you. Let's cut through the noise, because this one is obvious if you're willing to see it. When a woman truly values you, she makes time for you. No excuses, no delays, no last-minute cancellations. You don't have to wonder where you stand, because her actions make it clear. But when she constantly prioritizes others over you, that's not an accident. It's a reflection of how she sees you. Here's what it looks like in action. She excitedly makes plans with her friends, but somehow she's always too busy when it comes to you. She spends hours texting other people, but when you text her, your messages sit on read for half a day. She finds time for work, hobbies, social events, hell, even scrolling mindlessly through Instagram, but she never seems to have time for you. At this point, most men do one of two things. One, they make excuses for her. She's just really busy. She's got a lot going on. Maybe she's stressed. Two, they double down on their effort. They text more. They try harder. They keep chasing, as if convincing her will change anything. But here's the cold, hard truth. A woman who truly wants you will make time for you. Period. And this is where Stoicism comes in. The Stoics taught that self-respect is non-negotiable. A high-value man never begs for attention, never waits around for someone to make time for him, and never places his self-worth in the hands of a woman who clearly doesn't prioritize him. Marcus Aurelius put it perfectly. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. In other words, stop overanalyzing why she's acting this way. Stop trying to decode her behavior. Stop making excuses. Instead of chasing a woman who doesn't see your value, become a man so focused on your own purpose, goals, and mission that you naturally attract women who do. Because here's the reality. A high-value man never has to convince a woman to make time for him. She either does or she doesn't. And if she doesn't, he moves the fuck on. Know your worth and never settle for less. Remember, the link to get the templates is in the first pinned comment if you want to take this to the next level. Sign 6. She sends mixed signals. Let's not sugarcoat it. Women know exactly what they're doing when they send mixed signals. One day, she's all over you, texting first, laughing at all your jokes, dropping hints that she wants to see you. The next, cold as ice. Suddenly, she's too busy, too distracted, too distant. What changed? Nothing. This is a calculated game, designed to keep you emotionally invested without ever fully committing to you. She's not confused about her feelings. She just enjoys the attention you give her and keeps you around as an option. Common signs of mixed signals. She flirts with you, then suddenly pulls away. 1 minute, she's giggling, touching your arm, making you feel like the only man in the room. The next, she's acting like you barely exist. She only reaches out when she's bored or lonely. She disappears for days until she needs validation or entertainment. Then, out of nowhere, hey stranger. She keeps you guessing about how she really feels. One day, she's talking about future plans with you. The next, she's distant, vague, and not looking for anything serious. This is classic breadcrumbing. She keeps you on standby, just close enough that you don't walk away, but never close enough to fully have her. And here's where Stoicism gives you the edge. A Stoic man values clarity, peace of mind, and emotional control. He doesn't waste time overanalyzing what a woman says. He watches what she does. Marcus Aurelius put it best: the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If a woman's inconsistency is messing with your head, distracting you from your purpose, or making you doubt yourself, walk away. Protect your energy. A high-value man doesn't entertain confusion. Remember, women respect men who respect themselves. If she sees that her mixed signals don't shake you, don't make you chase, and don't pull you off your path, she'll either step up or step out. Either way, you win. Sign 7. She tells you, directly or indirectly, that she's not interested. Here's the cold, hard truth. When a woman tells you she's not interested, she means it. But too many men refuse to accept it. They think, maybe if I prove myself, maybe if I show her how good of a guy I am, she'll change her mind. She won't. Women don't operate like men. They don't suddenly realize attraction after enough persistence. Attraction is either there or it's not. And when it's not, she'll let you know, either with words or actions. Common ways. She lets you down, gently. I see you as a friend. Translation: I enjoy your company, but I'd never sleep with you. I'm not ready for a relationship. Translation: I'm not ready for a relationship with you. I just don't feel that spark. Translation: there's zero attraction, but I don't want to hurt your feelings. But words aren't even necessary. A woman's lack of enthusiasm, minimal effort, and dismissive attitude scream the truth louder than any rejection text. She takes hours or days to reply to your messages. She never initiates plans. She cancels on you last minute, but makes time for others. Still think there's hope? Wake up. A high-value man doesn't beg, plead, or chase. He doesn't sit around trying to decode mixed signals like some emotional detective. He sees reality for what it is and acts accordingly. As Epictetus put it, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. That means don't whine, don't get bitter, don't try to convince her otherwise. Instead, walk away with dignity. Recognizing rejection isn't just about dating, it's about self-respect. A Stoic doesn't waste time convincing people of his worth. He focuses on what he can control, his actions, his mindset, and his future. So if a woman isn't interested, accept it. Move on. Invest your energy where it's truly valued, because the moment you stop chasing women who don't want you, you start attracting the ones who do. Now that you understand the signs, the next step is knowing exactly what to say in those crucial moments. Don't leave it to chance. Use the right words to command attention and stay on her mind. Click the link in the first pinned comment and get instant access to the proven messages that shift the dynamic in your favor. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on self-improvement, relationships, and Stoic wisdom.